Hello. 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 Hello.
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Sir?
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, I have one doubt. Yeah, I have one doubt, sir.
Yeah.
In our course content, I have seen in course content, sir. In that course content, troubleshooting is not mentioned and patch management is not mentioned, and ticketing tool, change management, monitoring tool. Like this, some topics are missed.
So those topics comes under advanced. So
In
those
our
topics
course, it will not cover, sir.
Yeah, in this course not covered because this is the course designed for AWS and DevOps. And
Sir, yesterday you have told troubleshooting.
Troubleshooting will be covered in every topic like disk management, user management, booting issues, network issues. Everything will be covered. Every topic will have a troubleshooting part.
Sir, patch management, sir.
Patch management, firewall configuration, migrations, all this comes under advanced learnings. After completion of this learnings, I'll take the advanced learnings.
అంటే సార్ ఏం లేదు సార్ డౌట్ ఇప్పుడు ఈ ట్రబుల్ షూటింగ్ కానీ ప్యాచ్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ కానీ టికెటింగ్ టూల్ కానీ చెప్తారా చెప్పరా అని సార్
దీంట్లో చెప్పండి దానికి అది అడ్వాన్స్ లెర్నర్స్ లో చదవాలి
అంటే అది ఎప్పుడు చెప్తారు సార్ లాస్ట్ లో చెప్తారా
సపరేట్ బ్యాచ్ ఉంటుంది ఎవరైతే అడ్వాన్స్ లెర్నర్స్ వస్తాయంటే నేను సపరేట్ బ్యాచ్ పెడతాను
ఎందుకంటే లైనక్స్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ లో మెయిన్ టాపిక్స్ కదా సార్ అందుకే సార్
అది కాదండి అవి మీరు మోడర్న్ టూల్స్ టికెటింగ్ టూల్స్ ఇవన్నీ తెలుసుకోవాలనుకుంటే మీకు డిఎన్ఎస్ ఐడియా ఉండాలి అపాచీ వెబ్ సర్వర్ ఐడియా ఉండాలి ఇవన్నీ మీకు ఫస్ట్ బేసిక్ లెర్నర్స్ లో కవర్ అయిన తర్వాత అడ్వాన్స్ లెర్నర్స్కి వెళ్ళాలి డైరెక్ట్ అడ్వాన్స్ లెర్నర్స్ వెళ్తే కష్టం
సార్ షెల్ స్క్రిప్టింగ్ కూడా ఉండదా సార్ మనకి
షెల్ స్క్రిప్టింగ్ కూడా సపరేట్ అండి దీంట్లో ఇంక్లూడెడ్ కాదు షెల్ స్క్రిప్టింగ్ 1 month పడుతుంది నేను బ్యాచ్ ప్లాన్ చేస్తాను షెల్ స్క్రిప్టింగ్ విత్ అడ్వాన్స్ లెర్నింగ్స్ అప్పుడు మీరు దాంట్లో జాయిన్ అయ్యింది
ఓకే అంటే ఇప్పుడు ప్రస్తుతానికి మన కోర్స్ కంటెంట్ లో ఉండేటివి చెప్తారు కదా సార్
అవే చెప్తాను
ఇది ఫర్దర్ గా ఎప్పుడు ఉంటాయి సార్ ఈ ట్రబుల్ షూటింగ్ కానీ ప్యాచ్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ కానీ ఇవన్నీ
నేను చెప్తానండి బ్యాచ్ నేను ఫామ్ చేయాలి మళ్ళీ ఒక డెమో ఇచ్చి అడ్వాన్స్ లెర్నింగ్స్ బ్యాచ్ ఫామ్ చేసి మీకు చెప్తాను మీ డెమో ఉంటుంది ఇది అయిపోయిన తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ మంత్ ఉంటుంది డెమో
ఓకే సార్ ఓకే సార్ థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్
థ్యాంక్ యూ So yesterday we discussed about the difference between Windows family and Unix family and difference between Windows and Linux. What are the flavors of Windows? What are the flavors of Unix? What are the flavors of Linux? All this stuff we discussed yesterday class, where we use Microsoft family, where we use Unix family, and how do we connect to the Linux service from Windows client. So yesterday asked you to download the software from internet. Today we see the installation part. Today we'll see the installation part. Now, before start installation, Linux first have to create a VM virtual machine. Create a virtual machine. Click on create VM. Types of installations. What are the types of installations? Installation with CLI command line interface. CLI stands command line interface. Installation with GUI graphical user interface. Graphical user interface. Installation with custom. Installation with custom layout. Installation with LVM. LVM stands logical volume manager. LVM stands logical volume manager. These are the types of installations we have. As a fresher, we discuss about installation with CLI. CLI with auto installation. CLI with auto. We can also install Linux with CLI with custom installation. But to understand custom installation, you need to understand the physical partitions, logical partitions, file structure, file systems. It is for expert. But as of now, you are not experts, you are the fresher. So we'll go for CLI. Installation with CLI. So first of all, you have to create a virtual machine, VM. So default is typical, select custom, advanced, select custom, advanced, click on next, take default hardware compatible, take default next. Default is install a disk image, but select I will install operating system later. Select the option I will install the operating system later. Install operating system later. Click on next. Default is Microsoft. Guest operating system is Windows by default. Select Linux. Which OS you want to install? Ubuntu or Red Hat or Sandwich. Red Hat, Sandwich both the same. Yesterday we discussed. There is no difference. You can choose anyone, whatever you want. Sandwich 764-bit. 764-bit. Click on next. Oh, I didn't share you. Just a minute. So guest operating system, select Linux. Which version Sandwich? You can choose Red Hat or Sandwich, both are same. Click on next. Where do you want to install this Linux under C drive? If you have multiple drives, don't select C drive. That decreases system booting performance. C drive should contain only operating system. Any applications, database, any software, you have to keep in separate drives so that we can increase the system booting performance. So I have a separate drive, D drive. Select the D drive. Any folder name. Click on next. If you don't have separate drive, only one drive C drive, you can take the default C drive. Click on next. Processor take default only one. Take default, click on next. Memory default is 1 GB, 1024. This is minimum recommended 2 GB, 2048. Recommended 2048. Click on next. Take default NAT, network address translator. Take default connection, network type. Network type, take default NAT. SCSI controller, take default LSI logic. SCSI controller, take default LSI logic. SCSI controller, take default LSI logic. Click on next. Virtual disk type, take default SCSI. Virtual disk type, take default SCSI. I'll explain you later what is this ID is SCSI SATA. Take default, create a new virtual disk. Take a default new virtual disk. Click on next. Size take default 20 GB. Size take default 20 GB. Next. Next. Then finish. So VM is created, virtual machine. A virtual machine is created. So basically all these are virtual hardware. Virtual display, virtual monitor, virtual sound card, virtual network card, hard disk, processor, memory, everything is a virtual. So to install the operating system, what hardware you require? We require this hardware. Without this hardware, we can't install the OS. Where this hardware physically in laptop or desktop. A laptop or desktop having this physical hardware. With the help of this VMware, what is VMware? Virtualization. What is virtualization? We can create like virtualization use some software. Virtualization use some software. The software we call it as a hypervisor. Just a minute. Hello. అవును పొద్దున్న వచ్చాడు దాంట్లో లింక్ వేరండి అది ఎవరో మన వంశీ మన స్టూడెంటా సిఎన్ఈ లింక్ పంపించండి స్టార్ట్ So you want to virtualize your hardware. Where is software? The software we call as a hypervisor. What is hypervisor? To virtualize your hardware. So all these are virtual hardware. That's why we call it as a VM. VM stands virtual machine. Right, this is virtual machine. Everything is a virtual. All the hardware is virtual. Now my system is ready now. I want to install the operating system. So what you require to install the OS? Either DVD or ISO file. DVD is nowadays outdated. We are not using CD-ROM drives. We are not using DVDs. Those are outdated. In place of DVDs, we are using ISO files. Yesterday, I given the link to download this ISO file from internet. So you already downloaded, then attach that ISO file. How to attach that ISO file? How to attach that ISO file? You have to select Edit Virtual Machine. Click on Edit Virtual Machine. Click on Edit Virtual Machine. Click on CD DVD. Click on CD DVD. Select use ISO image file. Here we have the option called physical drive. You don't have ISO file, you have a DVD, you have CD-ROM drive, then go for this. But nowadays, no DVDs, no CD-ROM drives, everything is ISO files. Then select this ISO image. Select use ISO image. Go to browse. Click on browse. When you download this ISO file from internet, where the file by default, that will be in the downloads folder. That will be in the downloads folder. So go to downloads folder, select the ISO file. But in my case, in my laptop, the file I copied in the D drive. I copy this file in the D drive. So this is the ISO file. I created this stands 32-bit OS. This is 64-bit operating system. If your processor does not support, if your processor is 32-bit, you cannot install 64-bit. You have to install only 32-bit. So how do you check that your processor is 32-bit or 64-bit? Go to this PC. First find out that you install Windows 32-bit or 64-bit. So go to this PC, properties. Go to this PC properties. So 64-bit operating system, 64-bit processor. If you found 32-bit here, you cannot install 64-bit. Download 32-bit from internet. Download 32-bit from internet. Every 64 bits, no problem, we can install. But sometimes, let us take for example 64-bit. So take the 64-bit, click on open, then select OK. Click on OK. Now, power on the virtual machine. Select power on virtual machine. Just a minute. No. చెప్పండి. AWS. లెవెన్కి రండి, 11 to 12. ఇవన్నీ అయిపోయినాయా? అయితే 5 o'clock వస్తారా? అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. ఆన్లైన్ ఆన్లైన్ నా నెంబర్ ఉంది మీ దగ్గర? 5 o'clock అది 4 o'clock రండి. No. Click on power on this virtual machine. What are the challenges here? Sometimes when you power on the virtual machine, that gives the error. It does not support. The reason is, so first you have to set this option. Default is second one. Install the media. Install this media. Don't select the second one. Select the first one, install CentOS 7. Select the first one, install CentOS 7, press enter. If you face any challenges here, any errors when you power on the virtual machine, the problem is in the BIOS. In the BIOS, there's an option called VT Technologies. In the BIOS, option called VT Technology. Sometimes it is disable mode. If it is disable mode, you cannot install Linux. So you have to go to BIOS. If it is disable mode, change to enable. Enable. Some laptops, some BIOS has VT technology. Some laptops, some BIOS will have virtualization. Disable. Either VT technology or virtualization. Where it is in the BIOS. You have to go to BIOS. If it is disabled, change to enable. Then only you can install the Linux. So press enter. Currently we are getting off screen. For full screen, Control Alt Enter. Press Control Alt Enter for full screen. DBMS. Press Control Alt Enter for full screen. Same when you press Control Alt Enter for half screen. We can switch from full screen to half screen to full screen by pressing Control Alt Enter. Take default English. Continue. Select date and time. Click on date and time. So we have to select only three options. One is date and time. The other one is software selection. So date and time, Asia, Kolkata. Click the map. If you're not aware of this, you can go for region, Asia. You can select the region here and city, Kolkata. Click on done. Click on done. Next, software selection. Click on software selection. Default is minimal install. Always select minimal install. As a fresher or beginners, always select minimal install. This is called Genome Desktop or server with GUI mode, graphical user interface. These both options for desktop. But the problem if you select the desktop, it will take more time to install the operating system and takes more time to load the operating system. That decreases my system booting performance. In the real time, we never select graphical mode. We always select command line. Minimal install is a command line, CLI, command line interface. Why you have to select minimal install, why not graphical mode, we discuss later. So take the default minimal install, click on done. Click on done. Next, installation destination. Select installation destination. Default is automatically configure partition. What is the other option? I will configure partition. I will configure partition. This is for experts. This is for experts. And this is for beginners. Currently, you people are beginners. After completion of basic commands, we are going to start the Linux administration. In that Linux administration, I am going to explain how to install with I will configure partition. This is called custom installation. This is called auto installation. Even if it is Microsoft, any Windows family, when you install the operating system, you just click on next, 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 finish. That is called auto installation. We don't require any expertise on that. Without knowing what's the drive, without knowing what is the hard disk, without knowing what is file and folder, anyone can install Windows because of next, 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 finish. That is called automatically. Everything create automatically. Even Linux also, you don't know about the file structure, you don't know about the file systems, You don't know about the physical partitions, logical partitions. As a beginner, always select automatic. So this is for expert. Let's get this later. Not a default automatic. Click on done. Then click on begin installation. Click on begin installation. So this is the password for the root user. When install Linux operating system, not only Linux, any operating system, any Unix flavor. Any Unix flavor, if you install any Unix flavor, a default account is created. That account we call as a root account. We are going to create the password for this root account, root user. So create the password. I'm giving the password as a Red Hat. Don't give the lengthy password. Don't give a bank password or something else. If you forget it, again we have to break the password. Breaking the password, breaking the root password is lengthy procedure. But you people don't know how to break the password. Again, you have to reinstall the operating system, start from the beginning. So better you give the password which is very easy to remember. So I have given the password as a Red Hat. Click on done. User creation. User creation can be any user. You can create with your name also. You can create with your name also. Password. This password can be any password. We can give any lengthy password. Because we have nothing to do with this username. We are not the normal user. We are not the developers. We are the admin. Admins always log in as a root user, not the normal user. Even tomorrow, if the user forget the password, I can reset the password. So this password can be any password. Click on done. So after 5-10 minutes, we'll see the option called here, reboot it. Click on reboot. This is called auto installation. Anyone can install. So it takes some time. Any questions? So tomorrow we'll see how to log into the Linux server. How to log into the Linux. How to connect to the Linux server. With putty tool. The real time always use putty. We don't have server physical access. These servers are on internet anywhere in the world. So how do you connect to the server? Through putty. And we start the Linux fundamentals tomorrow. So tomorrow the last class for demo. No further demo classes from Monday onwards. The link going to be changed from Monday. Please register if you are interested. Please register before Monday. Don't come to my class from Monday onwards if you do not register. Okay. Any questions? So the recorded videos are available. Go to the recording session, download the software, install it in your virtual machine, in your laptop, so that tomorrow we'll see the practicals.
Sir, where it is available, sir, recorded videos?
DurgaSoft, they'll send you. You have the DurgaSoft team, they'll send you the recording sessions.
Okay. Today class also it will send by mail only, no, sir?
You have the mail ID and the number, right? DurgaSoft.
Okay, sir.
You can call.
Okay, sir.
Materials also, I'm going to share on Monday.
Okay, sir.
Yesterday we did only demo sessions, right? So from
Yes, sir.
Monday onwards, so who got registered from Monday they'll get the materials, soft copies.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Any questions? Okay, guys, see you tomorrow, same time.